Okay, finally getting into the mountains. Desert's too hot now, so this is like my first trip up into the mountains for the season. I'm up here at Jacinto, and I'm hiking up Devil Slide Trail from Humber Park. And I'm going to stay overnight up in Tahquitz Valley. The trail's pretty dry. I thought there'd be a bunch of snow. That's alright. As long as there's enough to throw my beer in, I'll be happy. Anyhow, it's about a 2.5 mile hike to the camping area. It's April 23rd, 2012. So we'll see how this thing works out. One of the noticeable differences here from the desert is there's actually a trail. And it's not a bad trail at all. The rocks are kind of fixed in place. Nice and smooth. You got dirt instead of sand. It's a nice little shot off the trail here. Wow, this is the best sight to see. Look at this. Water. That's one nice thing about coming up to the mountains. You don't have to lug all that water. There's usually water up here year round. Alright, this is like the third one I've crossed now. This one's moving. Okay, I made it to Saddle Junction here. This is like the hub where all the trails meet. And then I'm going to take Tahquitz Valley, Reeds Meadow, Laws, and Carumba. So this is it, Saddle Junction, about 2.8 miles from Humber Park up Devil Slide. These nice little snow drifts here. It's packed down good though. Okay, I made it to my camp, finally. Backpack poles. So this is a cool little camp spot. I've camped here lots of times. It's right up on this little knoll here. Great flat spot. Get some good morning sun, afternoon sun. And then water is just right down. Right down there's the creek. So that's pretty cool. Look at this nice meadow here, this creek. So I decided to head over to Tahquitz Lookout Tower. So I'll see how far I can get, depending on the snow. Some of the areas are pretty deep. Well, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Can't see the trail. There's a lot of snow. Can barely make it out. I think I might be on it. I mean, I don't think they've come through and done any maintenance yet. I mean, this thing's pretty hammered back here. So I'm using my GPS and setting some points. The trail's on the mapping software, so I'll just keep trucking along. Well, as far as I'm going, there is just way too much snow on the north faces, and that's across the way there. That's the trail to the Lookout Tower, which is right. Let me see if I can get it. You can barely see the building right on top. There it is. So that's the Lookout Tower, Tahquitz Peak. But the problem is getting there. You've got to traverse that mountainside there, and if you screw up, well, you're going downtown. This is my clear H2O water bottle with a built-in purifier. So you just fill that puppy up like that, and then the cap is a built-in purifier. And then this filter can be replaced. It's a charcoal filter and it filters out Giardia and all the bad things. So this is like the simplest way to purify your water on the trail. I mean, you use this to go to Mount Whitney and there's so much water, you just stop where you want and top it off and you're good to go. I forget how many gallons the filter does, but I think they sell replacements in a 3-pack. They're cheap. So that's the way to go right there. Well, I can tell you this much. Camping at this time of the season is awesome. Just because there's just enough snow to stash your beer and chicken. Cold as the mountains. Hell yeah. Oh, I gotta get my crunch on later. Well, it's morning. Beautiful morning, actually. Didn't get too cold last night. Got the stove going. This time I brought the fuel tab, Isbit. So, get some coffee going here. Probably got down in the 40s last night, maybe mid-30s. I brought my 0-degree bag because I wasn't sure if there was going to be snow up here, so I was nice and toasty last night. But yeah, it's going to be a great day. I'm going to pack up, get out of here, head on back home.